Okay.
Good evening, everyone. We're back for the finale. Interlagos. I mean, the series has already come to a close, to be honest, with Maxi taking it back in Singapore. The Constructors' Championship was sealed last race in Japan. So Junga GP have done pretty good this season. The main battle now is can Ragged Edge Racing overtake F-Zero in the line of losers. We'll go straight to trackside now. I'm joined by Carlos, who will be commentating by my side tonight. 10 minutes of practice to go. Let's see what the drivers are up to. Turner comes out of the pits with a broken front wing. Guess the Renault boys are trying something different for downforce this weekend. So Carlos, if you can hear me. Okay, so I guess I've got push to talk on. I'll have to change that. Carlos, I might be going AFK for 10-15 minutes, so I'll be back by the end.
It's fine, my game is not launching, so I'm fixing that anyway.
Okay. You'll have to point out what tyre strategies people are on, because I think I've disabled the shader that shows us what tyres people are on. so frame intensive. I mean, it does look good, but I don't think it warrants 20 frames just gone.
Is sound on for stream?
Yeah, should be. Oh, Right, I'm just gonna go AFK and hopefully I can leave the stream to do its job.
I'm just gonna solo qualifying.
I've left it to auto switch, so it should do everything properly. Let's see though.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trout League, the last round of season 4, last qualifying of this season. We go green for qualifying 1. Maximilian Junger topping the times in practice, with Urmas being close behind, and then 7/10 further down the road as well. So once again, the top guys being really fast, faster than real life drivers in fact. Some drivers not turning up for this race. But that will be sorted out after the race. We have only, I'll tell you in a moment. No, sorry for the mistake. We have almost all the drivers in grid right now. Only Vision doing the having the privilege of starting quite far up the pit lane is gonna be the first one to settle. As Nils, aka Data, spins on the apex, that was a bad place to spin. But nevertheless, drivers setting out their lap times. Only Vision coming out of the last braking zone. Penultimate corner, everything is flat out here. Only Vision sets the first time of 1:09.14. Super M setting 1:12.5. Urmas going fastest with a 1:08.6. Nico Anders close behind with a 1:08.9. That's a good pace from the BM driver. Only Vision currently third with that first lap time is 1:09.15. Wolf 3.5 tenths down on Only Vision. Then comes Albatata with a 1:09.7. Simplex with the 1:10.3, Stormcloud with 1:10.5, and Super Jam not setting a competitive time so far. I was going for his second go. Improves to 1:09.8. Starclamps improves to a 1:10.0. I believe those are people going on laps that are crossing the line right now. Be right on board with Only Vision. Mr. Apex with has a big moment, and that's his lap over. That's called commentator's pressure, I believe. Nico Anders doesn't improve his lap time. Alex sitting at 109.0. Quick luck from the reserve driver. Let me remind you, he left the IC Renault Alpine a couple of rounds before the end of the season due to real life commitments. And returner setting a pole time of 108.2. That's a really quick lap. Good lap by him. Seplex improving to a 110.0. Just a couple of thousandths. Good job, returner. Great drive by him. But it improves to a 109.5. Good lap by him as well. Wolf as well, the same around the same lap time, a couple of tenths quicker, a couple of thousandths quicker, sorry. Max is sitting at 108.6. That doesn't appear on my tower for some reason. Neither does it for Kilgore, I believe. So that's a bug, but currently Maximilian Younger is second with a 108.6. $20 thousandths faster than Urmas right now. Urmas improves to a 108.3. Storcloud improving a lot, gaining 4 places with a 109.0. Vision going 4th fastest with a 108.7. Wolf overtaking Nico with 108.8. Maxi setting the pace with a 108.2. It's different information. 108.1, sorry. My apps are glitching a bit. So currently, with 5 minutes to go, it's Maxi on pole position with 108.1. Returner tailing by 800ths of a second. In second, Urmas Rees 2 tenths back from Maxi. In third, fourth is only Vision 6 tenths off Maxi. Close behind is Wolf with a 108.8. And Nico Anders with a 109 flat still. Next up is Alex with a 109.39. Stormcloud with a 109.1. Batata with a 109.5. Tornado with a 110. Super M improves to 110.6. A lot of drivers setting their last lap times now. Batata improving to a 109.2. Urmas Rees sets a 107.8. Goes provisional pole. That is his personal best, and I believe he beats Maxi right now. Maxi going his lap currently. A lot of drivers bunching up, that's not a good sign. go on board with Maxi. It appears that Urmas is ahead of him. Oh, that was an outlap, so Urmas pulls on the side nicely, letting him through. Maxi currently being 3/10 up on his best time. Losing slight 2.5 losing 2.5 that's not gonna be enough to snatch Paul. Improves, but it's not enough. He needs to find another 10th. Still has the time to do another lap, so all is not lost. Urmas now heads into his lap. Super Jam improving to a 110.2, brings him into 12th. So current recap, it's Urmas Rees on a pole with 107.8, Max Junger a 10th behind on 107.9, then it's Returner 3/10 back with a 108.2, Only Vision with a 108.7 in 4th place, 5th is Wolf with 108.8, Nico Anders is 6th with a 109 flat. Alex is just 400 behind him. Then another just 600 is the Storm Cloud, real close in the midfield currently. And then it's a 2/10 gap to Patatata. And 3 more 10s to Tornado. And that's the top 10 currently. Apparently Maxi has been blocked by data, possibly. He's frustrated in the chat. But it improves to a 109 flat, which brings him up to 7th place. Good qualifying by him. The last cars coming through. Data improving. P13 with a 110.5. So that's qualifying. So let's go through the order. It's Urmas Rees on pole with a 107.8. Maximilian Junger second, a 10th back. On second row is Returner ahead of Only Vision. Third row is Wolf with a 108.8. And ahead of Nico Anders with a 109 flat. But that with a 109 flat, just 12 thousandths behind Nico. That's close. That's so close. Then it's Alex, only 300s behind him, and Stormcloud still only 600 behind Alex. And then it's Tornado 5/10 back with a 109.5. 6th row of grid B11 and 12 is Super Yam and Siplex. And Nils Fischer and DJB round out the grid.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
I'll come back just about the start of the race in 50 seconds now.
Yeah.
Really close qualifying between the guys.
I saw the last of it. I was trying to like follow the stream and whatnot and control everything.
There was around 1.5 tenths between Nico Anders and Cloud. Top P6 to P9 was really close in qualifying, so. And sorry, a tenth. It was less than a tenth between Nico Anders and Stormcloud. That was so close between them. And between the top guys as well.
Do you wanna do the
Take it away now.
I'll do it then, okay. The red lights are on, the engines are being revved. Lights out, away we go. It's a brilliant start for Mermus, who it was almost like robotic like reaction. Already ahead of the pack who were caught up in turn 1. By the looks of things, Maxi has made it into second, who looked like he was originally caught up in the pack. And then it's Returner and Only Vision, who's alongside by Wolf, and there's contact between Only Vision and Wolf. Looked like a bit of a lock up there from Only Vision, but I don't know what went on.
Big accident. Between Stormcloud and Wolf now. Kilgore, you're still on the grid.
Still on the grid? Oh yeah, good point. Fuck. Ah. Why there isn't a spectator mode in this, I will never know. Thank you, Matt, for pointing these things out, but I was one step ahead this weekend. Unfortunately, I did almost forget to return to pit. Thank you, Carlos, for that. Back to the race. Super Yam goes wide and gifts the position to Only Vision. I'm not quite sure what happened right there. Trying to follow all the action. Tornado has a bit of an incident. Gets a tyre on the AstroTurf for the looks of it.
2 cars already coming to the pits with Data again, Nels Fisher repairing damage. Stormcloud exiting the pits down the last right now. I believe those guys are gonna go until the end of the race. Both of them have mediums on, so they're gonna try to race until the end. They've almost been lapped in lap 3.
Only Vision, who had an incident with Wolf on lap 1, is now up to 8th place, gaining on DJB, who's in 7th. Actually not a bad position for DJB right now, if he can keep it clean. God knows Octan need points. Only Vision goes to the inside. Both cars are wheel to wheel. I don't want to see this. Turn to tears. Nice clean fight from the two.
Great racing there. Great racecraft from both of the drivers.
Yeah, I mean, DJB wasn't just about to give that position away easily. It's
Well, Maxi is slowly gaining on Urmas. I believe he has DRS. Yes, he does. So we might see an overtake in the upcoming laps if he can stay in the DRS. Returner as well in the DRS of Maxi. Maxi really closing up. He's gotten 5/10 in the last 2 sectors. Now has a bit of a scrappy exit out of turn 5, so lost a bit of time, but
now unfortunately I didn't get any information regarding strategies. What tyres did the guys start on?
so most of the drivers are reporting that they are gonna do a 2-stop because, for example, softs last only 12 to 15 laps, according to most drivers. Although Wolf reporting hypersofts lasting 18 laps, so let's see how it pans out. But most of the drivers said that they are gonna do a 2-stop. I'm actually.
What tyre, sorry?
It would probably be ultra softs.
Okay.
Or ultra softs. That would be the 2 strategies that we need to look out for. Also, I wanted to remark that it was Wolf's birthday on Tuesday, and that's why he's running the sprinkle skin. Ooh, data parked at the apex of turn 6.
Yeah. Wolf had a bit of a moment there as we were talking about him, but yeah, he's slowly gaining on Sipalix ahead of him. I was gonna question the sprinkles, but now you.
Yeah, it was his birthday this week, so he asked me a favor to
Does it say Prozac on the side of it still?
Yes, because Prozac hasn't made a default livery for Wolf, let alone a birthday livery. Maxi Junger is still barely holding into the DRS zone. Sorry to interrupt.
That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, Maxi being able to just about match Hermes's lap times at the moment, if not a couple of tenths off. Wolf gaining on Sipalix with DRS down the pit straight though, goes down the inside. Can he make it stick? He does.
Nico Anders has a spin in the Senna S's and loses 2 positions to Alex and Albatata.
And now he's got only vision on his tail.
Superior pits from the soft tires that I believe he has damage. The pit stop's taking quite a long time, so he has damage and he's coming out on the medium tires, so he's planning to go to the end now.
Vision 1/10 away from Nico. We'll now have DRS at the pit straight. Things going around the outside. Both cars side by side, there's contact. But only Vision loses out into turn 2. Nico back ahead. Second attempt with DRS for Only Vision. Gonna stick it around the outside again. That could have gone either way really, but it was Nico who lost out this time.
By far the 2 really big winners this race are Alex, who has gained 10 places, and TJB, who has gained 12 places out of the start, which is not true actually.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Stat is a bit glitchy, so.
Yeah, I ignore that. As nice as a feature as it could be, it's I think
it doesn't work.
Oh, my wheels just activated. I think it counts how many places they've gained. So like if they go down a position and gain it, then that counts again. I don't know. I'm trying to justify something. It might literally just be broken.
Yeah, I mean, meanwhile, Maxi has fallen out of the DRS of Urmas, sadly, and falling further and further back. I mean,
Back and forth between Siplix and Wolf though. Have a courageous move there from Siplix. Wolf had a bit of an issue.
DJB is right behind them as well to capitalize from any mistakes one of these two make. Stormhald retires from the race, unfortunately. Really close fight. It's Wolf and Siplix just scrapping around on the track. They've been so close for the past couple of laps.
As Wolf loses a bit of control of his car. Tony Vision though is also gaining on Batata. Tony Vision gets past Batata with ease, to be honest, but down to a better exit out of the last corner.
Wolf has a bad exit out of the last braking zone and is only gaining because of DRS now.
Batata manages to get past Onivision with DRS. There's a bit of contact into the curves, but Onivision is back ahead.
Successful move by Wolf on Siplix. He used the help of DRS and broke Siplix into turn 1. Siplix not backing up though, Wolf making a mistake in turn 5, which is gonna leave him exposed at turn 7.
And my stream has died, unfortunately. The game's crashed. Sorry about this, guys.
Lost radio communication now. Wolf still defending from Siplix. They're heading into the last braking zone now. Coming out, they get the same exit. Siplix is coming, is slowly losing a couple of thousands to Wolf. What has happened? Yeah, Maxi has had his first pit stop. Change off his ultra softs and is now on softs. Nico Anderson but are fighting for position right now. Nico had the DRS, so he could outbrake and could be faster in the straight and outbrake the Buttertat. Siplix now fallen out of DRS range from Wolf. Wolf runs a bit deep into that corner and Siplix regains some time. Now P7 to P10 are within each other's, almost within each other's DRS range. It's Siplix to Nico to Batata to DJB. They're all almost within a second of each other. Let's see if any of them are gonna have DRS. No, Siplix just misses out of DRS by about 2 thousandths of a second. Batata and DJB fighting for position into turn 1. Batata defends his position well from DJB. But it has DRS, goes for the move but decides better of it. Sorry, this is DJB. DJB slightly runs on the grass, loses a lot of momentum. Lost about half a second there. But Tata looks up, so the JB is right back on his tail. A double lockup from DJB, but a big mistake from Bata as well, so they're moving nowhere even though and they're making a lot of mistakes. In the meanwhile, Urmas respits. Let's see where he is compared to Maxi, and looks like he has... Maxi is a lot closer now to Urmas, so the undercut has worked for Maxi. Although he's scrapping with Alex and Only Vision, this is almost 3 wide, Only Vision goes wide, makes a big mistake. Maxi is on the back of Alex right now. There is not much room between them, but they make it out alive, and for this moment seems like Alex is holding Maxi up. Alex makes a mistake on the last braking zone, so Maxi is alongside him even before the DRS. Let's see who gets the DRS now. It looks like it will be Alex who gets the DRS. No, it's actually Maxi, so Maxi does it perfectly because the DRS zone is not that close. The DRS detection point, sorry, is not that close to the zone itself. Only Vision getting into the mix, overtaking Only Vision, only taking Maxi now. They're both storming onto Alex. Briefly going 3 wide before Maxi decides better of it. Alex making a mistake and letting Maxi and Only Vision pass. Maxi slightly extending the track, probably because of avoiding action from Alex. Nico Anders pits onto the soft tires, so I believe he's doing a 2-stop today.
Can you read out the current order, because yeah, the results are bugged for me.
So currently Returner is in the lead, but he hasn't pitted yet. Net lead of the race is Urmas. Now regains the lead because Returner pits. Only Vision is second, Maxim is third. Returner is in the pits alongside with Alex in P4 and 5. Ziplex is in P6, DJB in P7, Wolf is in P8, Nico Anders in P9, P10 is Patata, P11 is Tornado, and the rest of the drivers have retired from the race.
Okay.
Only Vision's still battling with Maxi. This is season 3 flashbacks right here. They're battling every race last season, and this just sort of proves how all of these drivers have improved. And they can catch Urmas Rees, who's an alien, even bigger so than Only Vision and Maxi. But they've been really close, all 3 of them, alongside Magzire, and at some races other drivers with them together. Only Vision gets quite a bad exit and loses a lot of time. I don't know why, but for me it shows that Only Vision is in the second screen of the car. Maybe he has an app on his phone or something, or on his screen. Which shows the gear and other stuff. Only Vision closing up on Maxi, he had a slightly worse exit out of turn 6. Both of them gaining slightly on Urmas current lap. But at the pits once again. I think that's pit stop 3 for him. He's hitting major issues, probably with damage. Only Vision gets a shocking exit out of the last corner, as well as Maxi is now really catching up to Urmas. Well, I might add that might be because Max is on softs while Urmas is on mediums. I believe Urmas is trying to go to the end while Maxi is doing a 2-stop. At least that's what Maxi told me in the pre-race briefing.
It could work,
I should add
but Maxi needs to get past Urmas if that's the case.
I should add that there is 5 points between KTM and DSC Alpine. If the finish as it stands, DSC Alpine win the duel. Zwolf is in P8 and nowhere near the DSC Alpine guys.
Alex Cochran has a bit of an incident.
Maxi being really close to Urmas now. .4 seconds, it was 3 seconds 2 laps ago, so blistering pace by Maxi. He's not gonna do DRS this lap, but surely next lap. Though my app is lying, he is getting DRS. Apparently the app has calculated that he was within 1 second of the car ahead. He's now 7/10, he's so much quicker. As Tornado spins and gets out of the way nicely. Maxi has a bit of a moment, but is catching up now. And meanwhile, Returner is really close to Seplex now. The scrap is continuing.
Battles happening all over the place. Quite hard to follow, as usual. I do apologise for a bit quiet. Returner going for a move, maybe? No, backing out.
That was the smart decision there.
Maxi is now within 3/10 of Urmas. We might see an overtake this lap. Returner,
that is if Maxi has saved enough battery. If he has saved enough battery, this will be an overtake on this straight. And looks like he doesn't have enough battery to overtake on that straight. The overspeed with DRS and battery is about 18 kilometers an hour, and that wouldn't be an overtake there.
Returner makes the move stick and makes past Seplex for 3rd position.
I believe they are both on a 2-stop as well. Only Vision has come out, I believe, for his 2nd pit stop. Alex is in the pits. Looks like with damage repair. With pits, the pits will be taking a while.
To cut across, but Maximilian Junger goes around the outside, but Urmas taps into him.
Yeah, that was. I'm afraid that was all Urmas. That was moving across in the braking zone. We should experiment with a thing called live stewarding. Just tell Urmas to hand back the position.
Well, either that happens or you will face a rather harsh penalty.
Yeah, but I think that should have been announced before the race. If we would have done live stewarding, we should have announced that before the race. But yes, that was.
We've never done live stewarding before, so why has the thought even come like into your head right now?
No, because this is the last race of the season, you know, experimenting for next season. But anyways, we carry on. Urmas leading the race quite controversially ahead of Maxi. Then it's 18 seconds to return at this is blistering pace by the two leaders.
DJB lightening up an overtake on Batata, but thinks twice about the idea. DJB also moving out the way for blue flag as he is overtaken by Urmas after conceding another position in a second, as Maxi is also just over 2 seconds behind him. So Batata gained a bit of an advantage in this situation, unfortunately for DJB.
He's also being an advantage to Urmas as Urmas gets DRS from him. Maxi dropping off, I believe, from cooling tires. Maybe being also a bit frustrated about the accident. I can remind the viewers that drivers can get penalty points that do carry over into the next season, so even you can't do moves that endanger other drivers, even if it's the last race of the season, and you are not fighting for the championship anymore. Nico Anders pits, Tornado has teleported back to the pits, so it's race done for him. It might be for Nico Anders as well. They probably had an accident in between them. It looks like, unfortunately, we only have 9 drivers remaining. Urmas and Maxi lapping around the same pace.
Interlagos can be quite a tricky track, even though it's one of the shortest on the calendar. Very twisty.
Urmas makes a big mistake, runs off the track.
Yep.
Lost all his gap. He lost more than 2 seconds there.
Well, definitely not Maxi, who seems to have a bit of lag. Hope it doesn't affect the drivers.
Maxi has a good exit out of that corner. He's catching up even without DRS. He's gonna have DRS. He's winning, going around the outside of Urmas. And just like before, this time he makes the most stick before the braking zone. Urmas counterbacks at him, but backs off now for the second DRS zone, which he's gonna have DRS for because he was right behind him at the detection zone.
Maxi lines his car up for the inside.
Maxi
Squeezing
doing
Urmas.
the same thing Urmas did to him a few laps before coming to the outside of the braking zone, but this time no contact made. It was a clean overtake. Now Maxi has to bolt it because he definitely has to pit once more.
Yeah. Now he needs to go full ham. Alex Cochran catching up to DJB. Battle for 8th position. Alex Cochran doesn't have a livery for me.
I believe he has to have the default, but I possibly made an error with the entry list.
Alex Cochran playing DJB made it look like he was going to go around the outside and switches to the inside last second. Very nice move.
That was a great move, one of the best this season, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. DJB was just caught with his pants down, unfortunately. Maxi's already building the gap to Ermus, which is good to see. He really needs to do this now. I wonder how long he's got left on those tyres as he locks up.
There have been rumors in the paddock of Maxi retiring that is not confirmed yet. But those rumors are spread quite widely, and there's no source to confirm those.
Well,
so let's see.
No smoke without fire at the end of the day, but you know, the last thing we want to see is a championship battle, or a potential championship battle being kind of finished before it could even start. Because I would like to see Ermus and Maxi battle that out next season, as well as the other drivers as well. Ermus just hanging on to Maxi though, not letting him get away just that.
Well, that is also impacting Urma's tires, and if he continues like this, he'll have to pit as well. And that would be his strategy thrown out the window. And
yeah, he needs to stay calm and just realise that he needs to play the long game. But it's easy to react to lap times as soon as you see them.
it would have been a really great job by him, because I believe he switched to these mediums on lap 12 or 13, and he still has 13 laps to go. He's already done 15, so that's a lot of laps on a single set of tires, but it can be done, as was proved by Maxi last season when he did 20 something laps on ultra softs, which was one of the best drives of his career, as he said himself.
Nico Anders says in chat, not sure what I was doing this race. Why don't you come have an interview with us and explain what was going through your head this race. I'm always willing to chat to our drivers, even the ones that don't finish. Return is setting the fastest lap of the race so far, 1 minute 9.5.
He's caught up to Urmas a lot. The gap was 18 seconds a few laps ago. He's really putting the pace on compared to the leader. In a fresh set of softs. I believe he's gonna pit again anyways. Okay, Nico is ready. Let's drag him in.
Right then, Nico. What happened, mate?
I'm not sure. I think I'm really focused enough this race. I think the expectations from my side were too high, I have to say.
I don't know, man. You had a great pace. You put up a good fight.
Yeah, I set in qualifying. It all started in qualifying already because the first lap I did on low grip, I did like a 108.9, and it was like a perfect lap, but the grip levels weren't up yet. So yeah, I was trying to improve on that time, but I just couldn't, and that's where it all started, I guess.
Yeah, and I did notice you made a few mistakes during the race, but none of them too costly. You still were in the points for quite a while, but what was the final nail in the coffin?
On like the second to last corner, I was running wide on the curb and just spun out into the wall, and it just destroyed my car. And I was just like, didn't feel like driving back to the pits again, and running behind the field.
That's unfortunate.
So yeah, do you have any plans for next season?
None that are 100% confirmed yet, but I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing.
Well, we'd love to see you back, at least in one of the teams. I don't know if you'll still be with BM Junior Racing next season. Who knows, there might be a promotion.
Yeah, who knows. Let's see what happens next season. Actually, this season wasn't really a proper season for me. I mean, I just participated last 3 races. Yeah, next season I'm gonna be trying to attend at most of the races, so I'm gonna be in for like a positional fight in the standings.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, we want to see you know, progress throughout the season. But yeah, thank you for joining us, man.
Yeah. See you guys. Have fun.
See you later, man.
That was Nico Anders from BM Junior Racing. He returned to the race as Maxi has pulled a 2.5 second gap over Urmas. Seems like Urmas is pushing, and that means his tires are gonna die off before the end of the race, I believe. I doubt he's gonna get many more laps doing 110s on mediums. Basically pushing flat out. Returner has caught them by a mile. He's now 10 seconds behind him, behind Urmas. He's having such a quick race right now.
Only Vision pulls over to one side to let Wolf pass. Was there contact between the 2 drivers that Only Vision felt guilt? Oh, I'm not too sure.
I mean, he's a great driver, a sportsman-like driver, and I think if there was, then he would surely let him pass.
Yeah, definitely.
He pits. Let's see if it's a pit stop or a retirement. It was a pit stop, but I believe it was for damage repair. He goes on to soft tires to finish the race, losing his position to Siplex.
Well, Siplex didn't really have anyone to battle against, so it might be an interesting finish for the race for him.
Urmas is setting the fastest lap of the race now, with those now 20 lap old mediums. That is a blistering pace. At least it showed me that he had the fastest lap. Maybe it was a bug in the app, because P-Tracker is not showing it, so I think it was just a bug. Maybe it was a returner, but it showed Urmas.
Siplex, who looked like he was doing fine throughout Sector 1, has come into some control issues. Got sector 2 and 3, and now has only vision right on his tail. He's going for the overtake down the inside. And there's contact. Oh god, did not want to see that. Only vision who's just pitted as well. If that's
Just
not...
rewatching that on stream, I think that was all only vision, to be honest. It was quite hard to see, but from my point of view it was only vision. We're gonna look at that after the race. Meanwhile, Returner still catching Urmas. Urmas dropping up off the pace now a bit when those all tired. Wolf also lapping quite quickly behind Returner, although not quickly enough to catch up. Wolf kind of running his own race. He's 30 seconds behind Returner and 34 seconds ahead of Simplex, so but that gets a side on the track nicely for Returner. You can continue catching him. It's got him almost a second in the last lap. Brilliant driving from Returner right now.
And vision comes into the pits once more. If he comes back out, then I have to hand it to him. I mean, it is the final race of the season, you might as well, especially if there's some points up for grabs. Who knows what it might do.
Returner catching up to Simplex now. Oh god, hopefully Simplex will get out of the way nicely. Maxi has extended the gap to 4 seconds now, while Returner is quickly catching Urmas.
Maxi has to make these tyres last to the end, right? Surely. He's not going to be able to
I
pit
believe now, yes, he has to. Simplex gets out of the way nicely for Returner, and Returner doesn't get impacted by that. Still quickly catching Urmas. There's another lapped car in front of him. I believe it's only vision. Yes, that's only vision. Never mind, I was watching Wolf. That's DJB ahead of him. But he's 5.5 seconds, as Urmas has got Maxi as well by 6/10. I believe Maxi made a mistake, or no, just Maxi is slightly losing the tires. I think it's gonna be a 3-way battle for the win at the end of the race.
Simplex just seems like he's having issues all the time at the moment. He has no real control over that car, but still managing to... well, he's sick at the moment. I don't know if his tyres are just gone and you know, he's gone past the cliff or what. But he will now have Alex Cochran on his case.
Meanwhile, only Vision says the fastest lap of the race. Urmas has suddenly flicked it on with 25 lap old mediums. That is something. He's now pulling away from Returner and gaining on Maxi.
Jesus Christ, hell. I guess maybe Maxi is hitting the cliff.
That could be the case right now, yes, but that wouldn't answer the question why the returner is following him. Now returner is gaining quickly. I believe Urmas made a mistake.
Alex makes his way past Sipalix into turn 1. I think Sipalix knew that move was done before the start of the pit straight, so kind of just let him have it.
Returner getting a bit twitchy, but still gaining out time on Urmas. You can see Returner having tire wear issues now as well. Seems like Maxi responded to Urmas' pace by setting a 1:10.0. Returner bringing the short shift, which indicates that he is having issues with tire. As Urmas makes another mistake now, Returner is just 2.3 seconds behind. He makes a mistake himself, and that's surely gonna cost him a lot of time. Let's see, I think this is gonna be a fight for P2 until the end of the race. Urmas is really struggling with his tires. There's almost they're nearing 30 laps old now. They're most likely really hard to drive.
The arrogance of these drivers not allowing the 2-stop coming to their head.
Returner closing up even more. We head into the last 2 laps of the race. Returner is 1.9 seconds behind Urmas. Last lap, the Returner was 2 seconds faster than Urmas. He's on all of flat out pushing mode right now.
I mean, you would. As soon as you smell a car ahead, full beans, risk it all. He's got enough of a gap, you know, if he does make a mistake.
He's not caught up that much this lap. Although to the last corner he gained about 410. This is gonna be close. They're gonna be really close by the end of the lap. None of them can make a mistake. Returner makes a slight mistake at the NISs. Gets understeer and loses about 2/10. His softs are at least 10 laps old now, and he's just set the fastest lap of the race again. Only Vision has another DRS penalty. But sadly, unless Urmas makes a mistake, doesn't look like the Turner is gonna catch him.
Turner might be able to do it. I believe in him. Can get a good
It's gonna be a drag race to the finish line. As he gets slightly worse exit than Urmas out of the finish line.
I think Urmas saved up his battery there as well, to be honest. Urmas 0.4 seconds ahead of Returner. That is a photo finish right there. But it's Maximilian who manages to win at the final race of the season. He'll be happy with that for sure. He's already doing donuts at turn 1. As It's a beautiful sight for Trout League.
Returner as well. Great race by him. I'd say he's my driver of the day today.
Returner, I mean, he's a bit of a
So
dark horse,
constantly
isn't he?
quicker than the top 2 guys in the last 10 laps. Constantly putting 109s. That was very good from him.
He kept Hermes honest at the end of the day. And these guys
So
are still doing donuts.
We have 3 drivers waiting for interview currently.
Let's get him
We
in
should
here.
bring him next.
Let's get Returner in. Why not? We'll leave Maxi till the end. Returner, how's it going, mate? Brilliant.
Hello. It's going really tiring.
Brilliant race. I mean, you were 0.4 seconds behind Hermes right at the end there. You really kept him honest until the end.
Yeah, my luck cannot just give up on me anymore. Like, I managed to get hit by a lapping car. I think it was Storm Cloud. So at the first stint I was 2 seconds slower per lap, and because I knew I had confidence in softs, I would have just wanted to get everything happy on the first stint and then catch up, but
It
went how it
sounds like
went.
you're getting a lot of messages in the background there.
Yes, I am.
I'll let you tend to them, man. But yeah, brilliant race, and I hope to see you again next season.
Yeah, definitely will be there.
If you keep this up, you're gonna be a title contender next season.
Oh,
it was a
definitely.
brilliant race. Good job.
Good job, man.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Let's get Hermes in here. Hermes, man, that was close.
Yeah, yeah. You mean the last lap? Yeah, I accidentally pitted on the mediums. That was not my strategy. I think I accidentally switched the config mid race when I checked my config. I was actually planning on going to softs.
Oh right, that's it.
But
How hard would it have been to hold it then? Because it looked like
with
Maxi was struggling.
softs, it would have been easy to keep someone behind here. I think because it's not really easy to overtake here. I think, but I don't know. The situation didn't happen, and Maxi was actually driving really good. So even if I was on softs, he would have been a big threat.
Oh, you put on a good race, and it was very entertaining right until the end.
Yeah, I was making mistakes everywhere with those mediums. They just did not grip. But I'm glad I finished the race because I really thought at one point I didn't think I was gonna even make it.
Well, you put on a great performance, and we hope to see you again next season, man.
Yeah, my hands hurt from the twitching, and congratulations to Maxi on the
Yeah.
race win and championship win.
Well, go get an ice bucket and put your hands in it, man.
Oh yeah.
Well done, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have our race winner here with us. Last but not least, Maxi. How you doing, man?
Pretty well. I'm happy about that. I'm really happy. Had to fight for it. I don't know if you witnessed everything that happened.
Well, we try and cover as much as we can, but
Did you see when I came out of the pits what happened?
no, go on.
Me only Vision and Alex went side by side for 3 laps straight.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember.
we did-
that
we
was
did
when your game crashed, Gilgore.
Yeah.
That was what I was commentating, like a radio podcast.
Yeah, it was pretty hectic.
It was crazy. And then I thought, at that point, because I was losing seconds, and at that point I thought, oh, this is it. I'm gonna finish P2 at best. And then I eventually overtook them. And then I saw that Ermas was on mediums, and he was weaving to heat up the tires because they're pretty much impossible to run on this track. So I knew I had the pace at that point. I caught up to him eventually. He ran me wide, or I don't know what happened. Either I turned in, I don't know. again had to catch up. Eventually overtook, and that was kind of it.
To be honest,
was
yeah,
brilliant.
I completely forgot about turn 1 where he went into the side of you. There'll probably be a penalty required there, but it was nice to see that you finally did get past him and win it. Even after that, it was something of a Jensen Button at Canada 2011 to kind of result.
It was kind of crazy. It was hectic, but that was mostly because of the tires. Also, my pace actually wasn't that great after we touched, but he had the mediums, which were so horrible that it didn't matter in the end. Because if you looked at returner who finished in third, he was like 6 or 7 tenths a lap faster than me, and over a second faster than Ormas.
Yeah, it went down to 4 tenths at the end of the race. It was so close between them, but sadly, like almost didn't. Sadly, there wasn't a fight. If there was one more lap, there would be a big fight between them.
Yeah.
Because returner was 4 tenths behind Urmas at the finish line.
It was
Yeah,
close.
It was really good race, even though the attendance was worse.
Well, these things happen.
Yeah, it was the last race,
But yeah, you beat Hermes fair and square, so there's that.
Yeah, it's good. I wanted to finish the championship season off with the win, so
He
that's
argued that he chose the wrong tire.
He did, though. He's right.
Yeah, no, but he intended to switch to soft, but for some reason mediums came out. Ferrari strategy going on there.
Could be. I mean, he basically went from the softest tire to the hardest one because he started on hypers like me.
What happened in qualifying?
Oh, that was another thing. It was me going very slow to not overheat the tires before starting the lap because it was on hypers, and there were cars behind me going just as slow as me, and then they decided to overtake me into the last corner, which wasn't good. I I lost out on a final lap of the session, but it worked out in the end. At the time, I was pretty angry about it.
Yeah, I can imagine. But yeah, well done, man. It's always great to finish the season on a high, and you won it for the constructors and the drivers. So now it's contract signing time.
Yes, I did sign a contract. I signed Max Stein.
All right, okay, yeah. What, as the second driver?
Yes, replacing Cross basically, who can't make it next season. Superyam being again reserve for next season, as he was this season.
Well,
so it's gonna be the two Maxes.
All right, so you're reigning champion, returning back in the saddle, 2019, yeah.
Yep.
You heard it here, guys. The rumors are true. You stay in.
I am.
But how is this going to tie in with the karting?
I don't know. Usually the races are on Sundays with karting, or maybe I will miss some of Trout League, but still I'm gonna race. That's why I have a reserve driver.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a bad reserve driver either.
No, and on top of that, if I miss less than 3, it's fine. So
okay,
yeah, I'll see. I haven't really planned it, to be honest.
We'll save.
And also, we're starting really early. We're starting next season in January, February, which is long before the karting season starts because it would be too cold. So.
Well, we'll leave the rest of this discussion until next season. But yeah, thank you for putting on a good show for us tonight, and well done.
Thank you.
Nice one. And I've just switched the wrong person. I'm sorry. God damn it. Where's he gone? I switched myself.
Hi.
I accidentally switched myself. Okay.
So let's bring both Wolf and Seplex in now. Short talk with them.
Hi guys.
So hello, guys.
Bring you both in for this interview.
Oh god.
Wolf, the champion of Formula 1.5. How's it going?
Seemed to go well.
It wasn't a bad race from you, man. I mean, both. Why was there a gap? Explain that. Because you know we're on the
Lap
pace.
1, turn 4, got hit off track, then
Oh, yeah,
rejoined.
you and
There was
only
another
Vision,
incident in
wasn't it?
front of me. Yeah. Got caught up in that as well, damaged my front wing, and then had to kind of cut on my hypersoft stint to go to his softs and just had to save him.
Yeah, man. Bad luck always seems to find you somehow. You've got the pace, man. You just need to stay out of the trouble.
They were still faster than me anyways. So.
Ah, man. I've seen how fast you are. Don't put yourself down. Sipelix, what happened at the end of your stint? I mean, you looked like you were in control. You were in sixth, and then all of a sudden it. Oh, I can hear myself.
Hello guys. Yes, I was in fifth. I saw only Vision. He was pitted with fresh new tires. In the first corner, I wanted to let him pass me, but he pushed me too much in the wall, and we all both spin.
Oh, yeah, true.
And I lose 2 places, Batata and another one, and I finished 7th from the 5th, but was not problem. I'm happy with this result.
But
I hope I didn't make too much problem to Wolf. I had few contacts also with him and fights in the corner.
Were you struggling with tire wear at the end of the race? Because I did notice you just had a few wobbles here and there.
Can you repeat? I didn't understand you.
Were you struggling with tire wear at the end of the race?
No. After the contact with only Vision, I have front wing damage red,
okay.
And back wing orange.
All right, okay. Just wanted to bring it home.
My first intention was to pit, but I think I lose too much time and I stay on the track.
7th is good, man. 7th is good.
Yes. I hope next year will be better.
Well, at least, that's good news to hear that you're coming back.
Yes, I had also luck because good guys doesn't drive here.
I don't know, man. I think you didn't do bad. I think you did pretty well.
Okay, thank you very much.
Nice one, man. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Sorry, Wolf. Bye.
Yeah, thank you guys, and I think we're gonna call it a day there, unless you got anything else to say, Carlos?
Well, not much. This has been an entertaining season, both for me, for both the driving perspective and commentating as well. I've learned a lot from all aspects this season, and the season has been good for the league as well. I think we've expanded massively, and the attendance has been better than ever. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely been an eye opener for me. Just people keep joining the league, and we're not even advertising it anymore. I guess you could say the stream is a form of advertising, but people are just either it's word of mouth or they are coming across Formula Trout. It's definitely gaining attention out there. I mean, I don't want to just sound like I'm blowing my own trumpet, but we have been persistent. We just kept at it, haven't we? And I have to thank you for helping out with the hybrid league, and everyone else, to be honest. Syntax and Martin and the rest of the gang.
Thank you for creating the community and making it what it is now in the first place.
Hey man, I wouldn't be anywhere near to this point if it wasn't for everyone in the league. So yeah, thank you guys for that. I'm probably gonna call it a day there. I just want to get a quick shower before we actually watch proper racing cars. If anyone's watching the qualifying at Austin, I think it's in half an hour, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's been points during this kind of, I don't know if you can call it a career, but there's been points in this league where I've been like, do we make another season? Are we getting anywhere? But this season in the hybrid, as well as the second series, just kind of made me think, yeah, we need to keep doing this. We've got something special here, and I definitely enjoy doing this. I'm not even fucking racing. I'm commentating on races, and I'm having such a great time watching you guys go fast. So yeah, let's keep doing this, eh?
Yeah, I want to thank every single driver that has participated in the races, and yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, nice one, guys. Keep racing, keep going fast, keep putting a good show on for us, because we enjoy watching and chatting shit about it. So yeah, thank you guys, and yeah, we'll see you again soon. Hopefully we'll have a winter cup to stream during the season downtime. We will be we'll be coming back to you guys with the hybrid series and the second series, and 2019. So bit of a wait, but we'll keep you entertained during the downtime. So yeah, thank you for joining us, guys, and good night.
Good night.